In this tutorial, I'll walk you through how to connect to Citrix or through Citrix to our college's server. So what's going to happen here is if you follow these instructions, you'll actually be running a virtual Windows machine on the college's server. So I believe everybody has an EID in their password for the university. That's the ID that you would use to get into this particular server. If you have problems running this, this is not a requirement. If you have PowerPoint on your local machine, you can always develop your tutorials using your own version of PowerPoint, but this is one way to get into a PowerPoint instance, and I thought it would just be interesting to demo. The other things about Citrix is if you can get this running on your machine and you can run this virtual machine, sometimes it's nice to be running a virtual machine within the university's system because it gets you access to a number of different things that you might not have access to otherwise, such as certain journals and journal articles that only are only available to students who are registered, and because you're registered, you can access these types of things by going through this Citrix process. So you can go to the college's homepage, which you saw that I typed in chhs.colostate.edu. That took me to the homepage, and then you scroll to the bottom. You can click on the Citrix link, and it'll take you to a login window. When you see this login window, you will use your EID and password that you have through the university to log into this Citrix server. If everything goes as planned, you'll see something that probably says Student Desktop and a little icon that looks like this. You'll click on it, and that will open up a brand new window. It may ask you to install some things. You might have to go through some things to get that done on your machine, but then it'll open up a brand new window, and that will be the virtual machine. You'll be running that virtual machine, and inside that environment you'll be able to run PowerPoint, and you can do some of the development that we're looking at in this class. So if you don't have PowerPoint on your local machine, or you have an older version of PowerPoint on your local machine and you want to try doing some development within this Citrix environment, you can do that. It's not a requirement, obviously, for the class. If you have a current version of PowerPoint, it may be much easier to do that on your own machine, within your own PowerPoint instance. But this is an option. No matter how you're developing or which PowerPoint version or location you're using to develop, I recommend that you watch the next video, which is using PowerPoint within Citrix, just to get an idea how that functions, and that'll give you an idea of how to start putting together your tutorial.